What's up, YouTube? It's Austin from AustinCastle Creations, and today we are talking about two very dominant companies in selling shoes and buying shoes, and that is GOAT versus StockX, and that is the battle we are going to be looking at today, talking about, and hopefully you guys can make a decision off this video and all the pros and cons that I give you. Obviously, this is a new channel. On my other main channel, I normally talk about shoes and unbox shoes and things like that at Nothing But Soul, but today we're going to be talking about it here. So if you guys are new, please be sure and subscribe. So basically, I have bought shoes from both GOAT and StockX, and I have a few stories that I'd like to share and talk about the pros and cons to help you guys out. So first, let's talk about GOAT. So GOAT, you can actually buy used shoes, slightly like worn shoes, and obviously new shoes. When StockX, you can only buy new shoes. So that's one thing. If you want a shoe and you don't really care if it's new or used, I like new shoes, obviously. But if you don't care and you just want the shoe used for a cheaper price, GOAT is going to be what you're looking at. So one story about StockX is I bought a Ultra Boost from them. It was like a blue Ultra Boost. It was one of my first Ultra Boosts that I was going to buy, and I was super excited. I got a really good price, and the money just left my PayPal, went over there, and I'm like, okay, so how does this work? And a week or so, maybe even 2 weeks went by, and they never said that the seller shipped out the shoe. So basically how both of these companies work is that you buy it from a seller, that seller ships it to GOAT or StockX, and they verify it there. Then they give you this, which verifies, or the StockX verified, and then they send it to you. So what happened in my case is the seller never shipped out the shoes to StockX, and then StockX didn't care. Like, they didn't alert me, they didn't say anything. So I'm like, okay, so he was supposed to ship it out within a week, and it's been like 1 to 2 weeks and he still hasn't shipped it out. StockX never alerted me of this, so I actually like had to think like, what's going on? So then I had to email them and call them and talk to them, and then they're like, oh yeah, we'll look into this. And then they got back to me a while later, and then finally gave me my refund. But that's just one story. That was my first time ever using StockX, so that kind of turned me off there, which I was really not happy about. My first time buying on GOAT, I bought another Ultra Boost, because the Ultra Boost I bought on StockX didn't work, and then it shipped fine. It was verified, came pretty fast. Both of them have relatively fast shipping. Obviously, it's not going to be super speedy fast because they have to ship it to StockX or GOAT, and then they have to ship from there to you. But it's nice that they both completely authenticate the shoes or whatever you're buying, which is really, really nice. And how you buy on these two is you can either bid or buy now. So if you don't like the price and you want to ask the seller for a little bit cheaper, you can easily do that, and the communication is pretty good between the buyer and the seller, which is awesome. For GOAT though, I would just say it's better customer service. They're both not great, but just because of that experience, I would just say GOAT has better customer experience. So if you're worried, go GOAT. So talking about what's better for sellers, I would say GOAT. It does take longer because you actually have to be like a verified seller, which can take up to like 3 weeks, but it's better that way because there's less sellers. On StockX, anyone could sell, which might be a pro if you don't want to wait, but that also means more competitive prices for sellers, and so that's going to lower the prices of the shoes, which is good for the buyers. But for selling, I would go StockX because it's less competitive prices for the seller, so you're going to get more money. And I would say there's less fees selling on GOAT than there is on StockX, which is always good. And on GOAT, for the layout, like which layout is better, which app, I would say the GOAT app is better. It's the only reason I say that is because it's more simple. It's like super easy. When you're searching for a shoe, it'll just say the lowest price on that shoe, which can be annoying because sometimes you're looking for a new shoe and you're like, oh, that's a really good price, but then you realize it's a used shoe. But for StockX, it's kind of like a stock market when you look at it, because when you go click on a shoe, you see like the price of the shoe going up and down throughout the time, which can be sort of annoying. But if you want those stats on the shoes, like, oh, is this a good time to sell? Like, is this a good price? And check yourself. Or when you're reselling, you can also do that, which is, oops, sorry. Let me fix that here. Hold on. Sorry about that. My camera fell out of the tripod. But like I was saying, I don't even know what I was saying, but it's just more, the GOAT app is more simple and easy to follow for me compared to the StockX app. But like I was saying, there's a lot more information on the shoe with the StockX app. So if you want to see more information about the shoe and learn more about it, I would go with StockX and look that way. It's just, I don't know. On GOAT, I know both of these, you can do this, but you can keep track of like your collection. It's a little bit different on each app, but if you want to like save a shoe for that you're looking at, you can do it. I think it's called Portfolio in StockX. Like, add this to your portfolio, and then it'll keep track of it there. I forgot what it's called on GOAT, but they're both pretty easy that way. For shipping price, I would say GOAT has lower shipping prices. And it doesn't really matter because they get to your house about the same time. So, but it is good that you have to pay less fees after with GOAT. For StockX, I would say it's actually better for buyers because, like I was saying earlier, for sellers, GOAT is better because it's not as competitive. But for StockX, there's so many different sellers of each shoe that it continually lowers the prices of the shoes because the sellers want their shoe sold, not the other person, so they lower the price, which means you will get the shoe for lower generally on StockX. But if you're buying, I would look at both. So sometimes you can pick out the same shoe, the same size, look on StockX, and then look on GOAT, and the StockX is like way lower. But you want to check both of them to see which one is a better price, and then you weigh the pros and the cons and see if it's worth it or should you just go with the lower price. But you know, it's pretty, they're both really similar companies because they're basically doing the same thing. And one thing that I liked about StockX for their shipping is right when your first time you buy, they kind of give you a discount on shipping and everything. And then every 5th sale, I believe they still do this, they give you free shipping on your purchase, whatever it is. Also on StockX, it's not, one main pro that I really like about StockX is not just a shoe selling company. So basically on StockX, you can obviously buy shoes, but you can also buy streetwear as well as watches and a lot of different things. When GOAT, it's only shoes, so that's one thing. If you're trying to get a verified product that's not a shoe, you can do that on StockX, which is really, really cool. And for what you get in the box, for GOAT, the way they verify it is they send you this card, which just is like this right here. Hope you guys can see that. And then on the back, looks like that. And then you have the GOAT authenticated and then someone's initials. For also on GOAT, they wrap your shoes in this little wrap. I don't know. And they just have the GOAT sticker there. So that's what you get for GOAT. For StockX, they don't do anything on the outside, but on the inside, they will put this tag on your shoe, authenticating it. They will give you a little StockX sticker thing there, and then also a card talking about thanks for buying and stuff, and then also how to sell on the back. So that's what you get for StockX. That's pretty much my comparison of the two, which one I would go with. It really, it depends. I like both of them. For me, I just check the prices and whatever's better. That's kind of what I lean towards because I'm trying to get the shoes for the cheapest possible. But there's a lot of pros for each and a lot of cons for each. So you guys can take all the information I just said, put it in your brain, make that decision, do the research, and then buy that shoe. Obviously this isn't sponsored by them, but I just want to give this information to you guys. So basically, if you guys are new to this channel, please be sure and subscribe. I'm trying to start this channel up, and if you guys have any ideas for videos, comment that down below because I always need support there. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.